This guy is a superstar all the way from South Africa. First time performing in Kenya, by the way, this past weekend at the Koroga Festival. The crowd loved him. I was there. Oskido.
Yeah.
Welcome to Nairobi.
Cool, man. What's up, man?
Very, very good.
Yeah.
We're so excited that you came to our city because we've been listening to your music for so long.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor for me to be part, for me to be invited to be part of this festival.
Are you surprised by how many people outside of South Africa listen to your music, just around the continent?
Well, you know what? The world has become one village. And now, I mean, with the internet and all that, so it's easy to access our music. And it's good, actually, so that people get to understand what we do in other parts of the world.
You got into this almost accidentally, right?
Yes.
Because you used to sell these burevus.
Yes, hot dogs.
Hot dogs, yes.
Yeah.
Kenyans might know as hot dogs.
Yes.
Outside a club.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Well, I mean, from there, I mean, the owner, because, I used to play for the workers there. I'll go outside, sell hot dogs, and then later I'll go into the club, because I didn't have a place to sleep. And then from there, I'll play, for the cleaners, the closing sets. And then eventually, I mean, the owner came, when the resident DJ didn't pitch up, then he said, you know what, can you come and play? And that night, I mean, I rocked and I was employed permanently.
Wow.
That's where my music journey began.
This one time, the resident DJ fails to show up.
Yeah.
And you are the homeless guy who plays after the DJ has left.
Yes, and I'm that guy who's selling hot dog stands there. I mean, who's selling hot dogs outside the clubs. And, the owner said, you come and play.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Well, it was
He's trying to do the math behind.
1993, I think so, yeah.
1993.
Yes.
And from that time, you have just gone from strength to strength. You're putting out music, you've got a group, you're supporting other artists.
Yeah, I mean, from there, I mean, that's when we started the revolution of Kwaito. Kwaito, I mean, became the youth culture, in South Africa.
Yes.
After the death of apartheid and the release of Nelson Mandela, so therefore, I mean, this is when the young people, we started creating, our own sound.
Yes.
And that music became what is now known as Kwaito. So I was one of the pioneers of that genre.
So how does Kwaito, as a sound, how is it different from anything else that people were listening to in South Africa before?
Well, I mean, that time, before, I mean, we used to have, stuff, it was more of disco, and also there used to be a lot of political, songs, because that time, it was, fighting,
very politically charged,
and
yes.
Also, I mean, fighting the apartheid government. And then when, that was over, Nelson Mandela got released, we, as the youth of that time, started, to come up with songs which were not political,
yes.
which didn't have, I mean, we're not talking things which were related to politics, but things which were now affecting our communities,
right.
As young black people. And then from there, we started putting them, lyrically on, then from there, started doing our own sound, and that's how Kwaito became massive.
So I like the way it infuses almost a house, it's actually a house music with all of these different other South African sounds into this beautiful new thing. And it's not just popular in South Africa now, it's popular around the world.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fusion of, different genres. House, you could get dancehall into it.
Yes.
You could get soulful stuff into it. And then from there, I mean, we fused everything, and that's how we came up with the sound.
But you're also a new kind of artist, which is you're not just a singer or a performer, you're a DJ. So, is this where music is heading? Where you don't have to be a performer in the strict sense of the word to have an audience, to be a superstar?
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, I started as a DJ. From
Yes.
DJing, I started producing. Then from producing, I started also performing. Therefore, I mean, these days, the trend is that even when you're a DJ, you need to be out there, to start performing.
Yes.
And even when you're a producer, you want to be there to be seen, because this is what's happening. It's a worldwide trend, actually, so that, the record sales are not that great anymore.
Right.
So therefore, if you're a producer, you're also forced to go out there so that you can do gigs.
Because now you see huge global superstars, DJ Khaled, for instance.
Yeah.
And there are many, many other people like that around the world. And you're just thinking, did I sleep? And when I woke up, this whole trend had broken out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been there underground, but right now, I think even guys who are producers, they just want to be seen and say, listen, because long back artists used to get, you're going to find that, you know, it's them who are on the forefront.
Yes.
But these days we're seeing a trend where even a guy who's a producer, DJ, he wants to be up there, up front.
When you're producing music, what kind of unique things are you looking for? If you got an artist and they say, you need to give me a hit song, how do you go around thinking through that process to get a hit?
Well, it's like, you know, it's different, man.
Say Mafikizolo comes to you and they're already a big artist and you want the next thing.
Yeah, I mean, for example, Mafikizolo, when I first met them, you know, I discovered them. I named them Mafikizolo.
Oh,
Do you
really?
understand? Yes, yes. I'm the one who named them Mafikizolo. So therefore, it depends on the mood which you are in. Do you understand? You find that at times when the artist comes there, because normally you've got the beat already, and then, you know, they start sitting down in the studio, just writing the lyrics, or at times it's the other way around. You find that they will come and sing the song which they've written, you know, lyrically with the melodies, and you start putting the keys, you know, to that song. So therefore, there is many ways to skin a cat when producing a track.
You'll be happy to know Mafikizolo were here about a month ago.
Wow.
Also the Koroga Festival.
Okay, good,
They
man.
absolutely killed it. The crowd went crazy. What does Mafikizolo mean?
Well, Mafikizolo, it's the newcomers. You know, it's the newcomers. Actually, when they came, they had a demo cassette. Those days, you know, we used to use cassettes.
Yes.
So they TDK, and they came to me, you know, to say, listen, we want to sign. We've got a demo, and I listen. And the track actually with it, which had lyrics relating to Mafikizolo, saying Mafikizolo. Then I loved it. I loved their melodies. Then, you know, following day, I called them. I said, it's fine. I think I like her. I can start working with you guys. And we started working. And then they said, what are we going to call ourselves?
Yes.
Then I say Mafikizolo. And they were like, no, but we look like we are newcomers.
Even after 10 years.
I say,
because they're no longer newcomers now.
it doesn't really matter. So that's how the name came about.
Interesting. We've learned something today, people. Mafikizolo means newcomers. That's in Zulu.
Yeah.
Now we know Zulu words. This is really why we are here, to learn new Zulu words.
No, you know that all these things, they come from Swahili.
Yes.
Yes.
So Swahili and Zulu are very related.
Yes.
You need to teach me a dance.
Yeah.
Because one of your most popular songs right here is, what is it called? Some and the Bella Kids.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just popular among kids, it's popular among us grown kids.
Okay, okay.
So,
okay.
Guys, you want to hit that and then maybe we can learn how this is danced?
I'm not a dancer, man.
It doesn't have to be great. It just has to be something that we can show off with at the club the next time.
You know what, guys, let me tell you, I'm just a DJ and I'm a producer.